Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me again, Insane Gorilla, and welcome back to my channel. Now, quick confession, I did accidentally skip this part from the What If Asta was the kid of Igneel, and I literally kicked myself when when I did the last part 6, I believe. I didn't add the dungeon in. So, yes, let's do that, shall we? And quick reminder, I am British, not American. So if I sound American, that's your warning. I'm not American, I'm British. So anyway, on with the story, shall we? This will be part 7. What if Asta was the kid of Igneel? Right. So we begin a few days before they go to the capital with Yami telling Asta that they have been tasked by the Wizard King himself to go into a dungeon. And apparently, the mana in these dungeons is just like the mana, the forest full of mana, the mana zones. As Asta would be getting excited by this, saying, "Oh, good! So we actually get to go somewhere that's less dangerous this time." As Yami tells him, what he tells him in canon, with him also saying he's going to be going with Luck, Voltier, and Noelle Sylvia. As Yami actually would say this to Asta's ear. Well, say it directly next to Asta's ear, saying, "Be careful. It's right on the edge of the Clover Kingdom near the Diamond Kingdom as well. So you may run into a few diamond mages here and there." As Asta would just sigh, saying, "I can't go anywhere peaceful, can I, without violence following me? Oh well, I'll go and get Luck Voltier and Noelle Sylvia. Hopefully she's, not causing minor accidents again with her magic." With Yami just huffing, saying, "Yeah, hopefully." As he just walks off. With Asta just saying to himself, "Well, this is going to be interesting. For what I see of Luck, he's a bit unstable. Let's just hope he's going to be working well in the team today." As you actually continue walking, finding Noelle, as she would say, "What are you looking at, Asta?" Asta would just say, "Looking for you and Luck. Where is he?" As Noelle would just point over to Magma and Luck having an argument. With Luck actually shocking Magma, doing the same whole thing in canon, where you literally see Magma's skeleton light up like a Christmas tree. This Noelle would just say, "So, why do you want me and Luck?" As he would just say, "Well, if you ask nicely, perhaps I will tell you why I want you and Luck." He would just sigh, saying, "Fine, please tell us why. Well, please tell me why you want me and Luck." As he would just say, "Well, now that you've asked so nicely, me, you, and Luck are going into a dungeon. But be aware it's on the edge of the Diamond Kingdom. And, on the edge of Diamond Kingdom and the edge of our kingdom as well. So we may have a little bit of a conflict between us and the Diamond Kingdom." As he would just say this. "And Luck, get over here so I can explain what we're doing." as luck would just actually appear, saying, "So, what are we going to be doing again?" Because I wasn't really listening. As Noel and Asta just facepalm. As Asta explains, saying, "We're going into a dungeon. We might have to fight a few magic knights from the Diamond Kingdom. Could you perhaps keep your unstableness to a minimum? And work in a team and not rush off on your own?" With like just saying, "I could try, but no, my luck, I'll just run off anyway. So why did you even bother asking?" With Noel just sighing, saying, "Oh boy, this is going to be a long trip," as they just head off. With a few hours, well, a few days going past, with luck actually getting amped because he wants to start fighting Asta because he believes Asta is very strong. With Asta just saying, "I am strong, like stronger than you will ever know." With this actually ramping up Luck's excitement even more, saying, "Oh, I am waiting to have a fight with you." Just like really amping himself up. Once again, Noel just sighs and face palms. And she just then says, "What is it with men and fighting?" God damn it, why am I always yawning whenever I record? With them actually finally getting to the dungeon and walking into it. With Noel and Asta actually being amazed of how big this dungeon actually is. As well, they walk around. Noel accidentally activates a trap, with Asta grabbing her out the way and burning the trap off as well. As the fire would actually hit the magic trap, roasting it. With luck, with Asta then saying there are possible magic knights here because their power is so strong now. And this is after they get like a quarter of the way in. With luck actually hearing that saying this, well, "Ooh, there are magic knights. I must go and fight them." As he would rush off, with Noel and Asta both shouting, "Luck, get back here. We're meant to be working as a team, not individually." And he's gone. Noel just saying, "Why did he only want him to come with us?" With Asta just saying, "Most probably because he thought it would be a good idea." How am I meant to know what Yanni thinks? With Noel just saying, "True. But still, I would have preferred to have Magma here, because at least Magma actually works in a team and not on his own, like Luck does." As they continue moving forward, Asta just tells Noel a few things about what you can tell about this dungeon. As well, she listens as Luck finds all the magic knights and begins fighting them, with him actually having fun. While he was having fun, Asta and Noel were actually in the walking to him, as Noel activates a plant trap. That traps her in vines, as you can most probably tell in the picture, with her basically going red in the face, as Asta just rolls around on the floor laughing at her, saying, "That must be super awkward for you." And she would just say, "Quit rolling on the floor like an idiot and get me out of this thing." As the plants, well, the vines would turn into one massive plant with acid in its mouth. Well, a carnivorous plant that has had a few morsels. And the well would just have been the second morsel it's had. It was us actually seeing this and actually, well, shouting as Natsu always seems to do, "Fire Dragon Iron Fist," as he would burn it away. As Noelle would drop to the floor, landing on her ass, saying, "Next time, do that a bit quicker, would you, and not rolling on the floor, laughing at me?" As Asta would just remark, saying, "Well, it was funny. It was funny at the time. I needed to cheer up anyway." As Noelle would just say, "I am not yours to be laughed at." As Asta would just say, "Who said you were mine?" Well, you need to seriously remember who you actually speak to. As Noelle say, "What do you mean?" As he just says, "Well, you just said I'm not yours. Well, you're not mine." As she would cover her mouth, saying, "Forget you heard that part. That was just a slip of the tongue." As Asta would just laugh, saying, "It's all right, Noelle. You don't have to go all flustered." As she would scream, saying, "I am not going flustered." And she goes bright, even redder in the face. As they, well, eventually get to where Luck was. As Luck was actually having a few problems. As he was darting around. This dark smoke was around him all the time. As he would swipe at it and lose a bit of his strength. He's saying, "This is getting annoying, but it's still quite fun." With him just darting around, trying to get to the mage that put up the smoke. With him finally getting to the guy. As he just says, "I have you now." As it's a lightning magic. Lightning talons. As he does the same thing in cannons with Asta. When Asta turns, he sees Luck having problems with a magic knight from the Diamond Kingdom named Rafar. Frya? I can't remember his name. So I'm just going to call him R for a bit. Is R has a go, and Luck saying, "You think you're still so good?" As well, Noelle and Asta get involved, saying, "What do you think you're doing to our squad mate?" As Asta burns a massive hole through all dark smoke, catching R off guard. As he would just say, "Interesting. Very interesting." And because we know he's a reincarnation of an elf, he would also detect that was actually dragon magic. As he would detect something else coming from the girl as well. As he would say, "Wait. One, two, there's two of them here. Two, it can't be possible. The son of Igneel, the fire dragon. But that other one, the power is of a dragon, but she's gaining slow control over it." As Noelle will actually get this a bit earlier. I see dragons roar. As she shouts sea dragons roar, as it would, well, go over and almost hit R in the face because he was so distracted. As somebody would grab him and get him out of the way. As this somebody would grab the sea dragon's roar and clamp its mouth shut as he destroys it. As I would just get up again, saying, "Thanks for the save, but I think there might be something you might want to be aware of before we get into this fight." As he would walk over to his friend, start whispering in his ear. As Noel would huff and puff and say, "That was weird. I usually can't control that amount of magic, or that amount of mana." As well, Asta would look at her leg as scales would start to appear, with him sort of being a little bit surprised, but also smirking, as he would just say to himself, "So, she is one. How interesting." As well, I would just say, "Alright, I'm taking on you two. Big man here, you can take on the guy with the pink hair. As he would look over to, as we all know him to be, Verto. As he would say, "Time for you to despair, boy." As Asta would just say, "Despair about what?" As well, Verto would charge at him, saying, "My name is Verto, the man of despair. Now let me taste yours." With Asta just saying, "Verto, the person of despair. How about I start making you despair about your little inconvenience you're giving me? You're nothing." With, well, Asta and Verto delivering punches. And yes, Asta ain't going to be facing Mars. He ain't going to be facing Mars at all. With, well, Verto and Asta actually taking a good pounding until Verto gets carried away by wind. As he would say, "Who dares interrupt my battle?" As Asta would just say, "Nice timing, you know." As Juno would actually go down to him, saying, "Asta, what are you doing here?" With Asta just saying, "Oh, me? Just battling this Verto guy who loves despair, while my squad mates are dealing with Mr. McSpoke, Mr. McSmokey over there." As Yuno would look over to see, well, Luck and Noel taking on R. Remember, I can't really say his name right, so forgive. Is Verto would get back up and rush, smacking Asta away, sending him flying into the small pool. As Yuno would shout Asta, as Yuno would get grabbed by, well, Verto. And he would just say, "Where do you think you're going, Magic Knight?" As Yuno would say, "Get off of me!" As he uses wind magic, getting the wind spirit Silky, I think her name is. Can't really remember. Or Sylphie. I give up. As well, those who began fighting for a relatively long time. As well, Verto gets the upper hand, smacking Yuno into the wall. And the same thing happens to Noelle, where Mimosa has to heal her. Yes, Mimosa and the Four Eyes guys there as well. As Mimosa goes over to start healing Noelle, Verto comes over to, well, smush them. as he says, time for you all to despair. As well, he gets smacked. Not by, but by a fireball, sending him flying backwards. As he would say, who the hell? As he would smile, saying to himself in his head, so he was right. He is the son of Igneel, the fire dragon king. As, well, Mimosa would look behind her to see, well, Asta with a wing and arms, and an arm that is all scaly, as she would say, Asta? Wait, what happened to you? As Asta would just say, no time to explain. What happened? Noelle got, well, hit pretty bad. I'm trying to heal her at the minute, and then that guy came over. Yuno's also unconscious, so as soon as I've finished with Noelle, I'm going to have to go over and help him. As Asta would just say, well, you just made this one personal, my guy. As Noelle would say the same thing in canon, with Asta actually giving off a sarcastic comment saying, calm down, scale legs, that's for sure. As Noelle would just say, shut up, beat him already. As he would just say, yeah, sure, whatever. As, well, Asta would actually fight Verto again. This time being ludicrously overpowered. Much more than what Verto can take on. But it still doesn't stop Verto from saying, let me taste your despair. Let me taste your despair. Let me taste your despair. As, well, Verto starts sweating because he is actually scared. As Asta just says, how about this? You let me taste your despair. Because I can feel your anguish, your despair, your everything. A man should never be scared, weak, and pathetic. And by the way, Veto, your name sounds like a vegetable. As that actually insults him as he says, why, you little brat. As he comes charging in at Asta, as Asta actually, well, says, fire, dragon, roar. Which actually cooks Veto a bit. As he actually goes sliding back to the force. As R comes along saying, we need to go now. Our mission here is a failure. As they would leave, with Verto saying, I will have my revenge on you someday, Pinky. As he would get taken away by R. As they run out, Verto would say, you are right. He is the son of Igneel. She ain't gonna be happy that her son was in contact with humans. But didn't you see the other girl, that girl with silver hair? As he said, yeah, I noticed her legs were turning into a blue scale, into blue scales. As they get out. The same thing happens in canon, by the way, where the whole thing collapses. They still get the magic stone. But anyway, that is actually where I'm ending it, guys. Sorry if I was rambling about something. And sorry if I was yawning halfway through that. That was not my intention. I don't know why, but every time I do this, I start yawning. please, please, please forgive me. But anyway, I hope you like it. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. Peace, my guys. Peace.